do. Anyways, back to this. To your support being over what God dictates. I missed that. Oh yeah. So basically, I have a friend of mine that was from Iran, and he had to come over here illegally from Iran because in Iran you have to join the military. It's like a forced draft. You have to go through the military, like when you get out of high school or whatever, and you have to go so many years in the military. So anyways, him and his family. Okay, thanks, Cheese and Baron. I didn't know that, but him and his family came over here, and I remember during the Iraq War, Desert Storm. During the Iraq War, he was talking very bad about Israel, and Israel wasn't doing anything. Remember, Israel, it was just about Saddam going into Kuwait. Israel wasn't doing anything. So then they started launching Scuds. Saddam started launching Scuds into Israel. Now, does that make sense to you? Here, Israel has nothing to do with it. Israel's innocent, and Saddam, because he wants to get Israel involved, so all the other racist nations around Iraq, they'll hate the Jews and they'll go fight them, right? Well, this is what happened. So George Bush #1 is telling Israel, hey, look, don't send your jets into the sky because it could just explode into like a major world war. And so here Israel's not doing anything, and they're basically, yes, exactly. And now here's the thing, guys. Every damn time we turn on the TV, the Palestinians are launching rockets over there, and they're always harassing Israel and stuff. And then Israel goes over there, and here's another thing too. What's with the parents of these 15, 16-year-old kids letting their kids throw rocks out in the middle of the street? What's up with that? Do you ever see that? There's like Israeli soldiers trying to clear the streets, and these parents, they have no regard for the safety of their children. They let their children, yes, exactly, they let their children just go out and throw rocks. I mean, and then their children get shot, and they're like, oh, no, and they move their tongues back and forth. I mean, keep your kids inside. It's like a war zone. They don't even care that their kids are in a war zone. It's just weird to me. But anyways, you got to admit, the anti-Semitism in the UN is just unbelievable.
Realist 4.
EO, you sure got a lot of videos about that. Okay, but look, Israel is one of the few democracies over there, right in the middle. I mean, all the other countries around them are Muslim countries that, would you say they love Israel or they hate Israel? You got a Makadimajad, like I like to call him, a Makadimadodo, saying that the Holocaust never happened. The Holocaust never happened. All right, EO, if you're Israeli, God bless you, man. God bless you. May God bless you in the highest. You know why I'm blessing EO? Because whoever blesses Israel will be blessed. No, seriously. Who was it in here that said they went to Israel for a while? Was it you, Omni? Someone said it and they said they loved it. I've never been to Israel. I would love to go there. Oh, Cheese and Baron. Yeah, But I mean, come on, But here's what's going to happen next in prophecy, guys, and I'll get off the mic. In prophecy, what's supposed to happen, and if you go to Israel, if you talk to people that have gone to Israel, I've never been there, but if you talk to people who have gone to Israel, they say the Jews are waiting for their Messiah, but he's supposed to be a man. He looked like a man. So what happens is he's supposed to... Yes, Patrick, is that you? Because we have some atheists here. I was wondering, Patrick, would you please sing when I recite? By the way, you guys, Patrick's here, and he's my leprechaun friend that comes in from time to time, because atheists always say, well, if you can prove leprechauns exist, then I'll believe in God. So we're getting a lot of people to convert to Christianity because I have a real leprechaun in the room that sings when Irish eyes are shining. And Anna too. Take it, Patrick. Or maybe not. Awkward silence. Um, yeah, over there in... Oh, this is what I was going to tell you. Prophecy. So get this, guys. If you want to see what's going to happen in the future, do you know there's over 1,000 prophecies in the Bible? Over 1,000, of which about 500 have already come true. So we have no reason to doubt the rest of the prophecies are going to come true. So here's what's going to happen. Basically, just remember this, okay? It's going to get bad, then good, then bad, then good again. That's how it's going to go. So it's supposed to be a very bad war in the Middle East. And now I know you guys are saying, come on, Shock, it's like the Hatfields and McCoys out there. What do you mean a war in the Middle East? Every week there's like a war. No, a really, really bad war. And this one almost takes... Yeah, let's say a large war. Good point, Eel. A very large war. This one almost takes, I know how to convert an atheist. I do it all the time. You ask them this question: what proof and evidence can you provide that even proves atheism is accurate, correct, or for that matter, even true?
Actually, you can't prove or disprove that atheism is accurate and true because it's a disbelief in something. It's not a belief in something. So it would be absolutely impossible to do it either way.
Actually, I have done it. I have proven it not true. And many folks have become Christians. I got videos at shockforever.com. And the way that I do it, I've already seen that video, Chris. The way that I do it is, Chris, I've been on YouTube since 2006. There's probably not a video about atheism I haven't seen. The way that you do it is you ask the atheist, are you saying that it's possible for God to exist or impossible? And most of them will say possible. Once they say it's possible for God to exist, they might as well just curl up in a little fetal position ball, because once they say it's possible for God to exist, this casts a dark shadow of doubt on atheism. And people say, well, it seems like the atheist's not sure. Every Christian I've talked to, and I ask them, does God exist? They say yes, because that's what qualifies you as a Christian. But all right, I'll hurry, Chris. Now, Chris, what I find interesting is you're a pagan, and here's what I find interesting. Why do pagans defend atheism? Because if atheism's right, then that means you as a pagan are wrong. Because as a pagan, don't you believe there's like 30 different gods and trees are spiritual? Go ahead.
Okay, well, first off, there's different branches of paganism. There's some branches that, like Hinduism, because, paganism is a blanket term for any religion that falls out of the Christian, Judaic, Islamic, three main monotheistic religions that are in the world today. So, like Hinduism, they have thousands of gods. The branch of paganism I'm in, I have two gods, well, a god and a goddess. First off, why you may feel that, okay, first off, I'm very agnostic in my beliefs. I acknowledge that you cannot prove nor disprove any god. I'm sorry, it's not possible. If you have proof, I'd love to hear it. I really would. I do believe in a higher power, yes, but I will acknowledge it's very hard to prove or disprove anything. In fact, I wanted to know if you've ever looked up Carl Sagan's Dragon in the Garage. But why pagans defend atheists, I think, is because, well, we defend Christians too. I mean, maybe not as much, but we defend everybody. I mean, the purpose of paganism is not like the purpose, but one of the teachings is coexistence, is for all religions to live as one. So we're not just going to defend one religion, we defend all of them, because one of our teachings is that all paths, wow, that's mature, all paths lead to the same higher power. They all do. No matter what path you take, you go in the same place. And if you're a Christian, that's great. If you're atheist, that's amazing. If you're Hindu, that's awesome. No matter what path you take, it'll lead to the higher power. But you have to acknowledge that you can't prove nor disprove God. I mean, you have to be kind of logical. Yes, all paths. And I will throw Satanism in there, because if you look up Satanism, they actually doubt the belief in Satan. They use Satan as an archetype.
Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want you to defend Christianity and say why it's really good. Go.
Okay, well, in the Bible there are a lot of great teachings by Jesus, like love thy neighbor, and we should all love one another. The Ten Commandments, for example, I think those are basic morality laws, like thou shalt not kill. I mean, it's kind of simple to defend something. It's kind of easy to defend something that has good moral values in it. I mean, not
Chris,
at all.
Chris, realist,
So is
can
Christianity true?
Yeah, is Christianity true, Chris?
For the person who follows Christianity, it's as true to them as paganism is to me.
Okay, then let me ask you this. Do you believe Jesus was good and he told the truth, or was he lying?
I don't believe Jesus was lying in a way. I believe Jesus was a very, very good person. He was a Jewish rabbi who had a lot of good teachings, but I also disagree with a lot of the things in the Bible. For example, the way the Catholic...
Don't bring up homosexuality.
I wasn't
Pagans
about
always love that homosexuality.
I wasn't about to bring up homosexuality. In fact, I was going to bring up the Inquisition and the thousands and thousands of people burned at the stake.
Well, wait a minute. There's no Inquisition in the Bible. But let me tell you something.
Inquisition because of the Bible is
Pagan.
not.
Let me tell you why.
Chris? Can I just say something?
realist.
Chris?
Hold on, realist, because this is what I wanted.
Child off.
Hold on. Let
forever.
me say, because this is important. It can't be what you said is true, Chris, because each of those worldviews contradict each other. For example, you can't say that atheism is true and paganism is true and Buddhism is true and Satanism is true, and you all get to the same path. I mean, no one in here is buying that. Now, another thing too. Hold on, Chris. No, you can't say it's true for that person. That's just some new age Oprah crap that you've bought into. See, what Jesus said is, he said he is the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody, and no one's going to get to heaven without Jesus Christ. So you have to actually say then Jesus was a liar, or there really is only one path. Because Jesus would say, Jesus even said, don't be like the pagans. In the Bible, it was really ungodly to be pagans. Pagans sacrificed their own children on altars. They had a altar called Baal, where they would actually get their babies and kill their little babies on the altar of Baal. There was a pagan guy I was debating, and I said, how could you be a pagan when you basically sacrificed your own babies on the altar of Baal? And he goes, no, that never happened in our history. I go, it sure as hell has. Pagans actually sacrificed their own babies to Baal or Baal. And basically, it's a very evil and shameful religion, because it has its... A matter of fact, the old... El, I'll tell you something about that too. And El, I could say you can't be a good Jew because you crucified Christ. You see how you can do that? So check this out, Chris. The pagans would sacrifice their own children, and even God said he was very upset at that. There were some pagans where he told Israel to go wipe them out because they were into this child sacrifice. Do you know that archaeologists found these little baskets under these little pagan communities, and they found these little baskets, and they opened up the baskets, and there were little baby bones, and it was a pagan community, and it was all their little babies that they would burn on the altar, and then they would put them in these baskets, and they would bury them underneath their houses. Now, let's get to what Eel says. Now, Eel, are you an atheist, or are you a Jew, or are you a Christian, or what say you? Hold on, Chris, I'll get to you. Okay, so Eel, here's the thing. Jesus said that nobody comes to the Father except through the Son, so even deists aren't saved. So now, you know that a lot of deists had slaves. Thomas Jefferson had slaves. I'm sure you would say that he was a deist. So humans all have their bad past. Deists have a horrible past. Pagans have a horrible past. Atheists have a horrible past. But the Christians have the best past. For example, atheism is responsible for over 200 million murders, rapes, and genocides. Look at the atheist leaders, Pol Pot, Stalin, Mao, Kim Jong-il. I can go on and on and on. Over 200 million rapes, murders, and atrocities of genocide that atheism has done. The Inquisition was about 2,500 people over 3 centuries. Well, heck, I got that happening right here in California on the freeways. But 200 million under atheism, and also all those pagan babies being fried. Here's what I'm going to type something to you. Type in Baal pagan child sacrifice, and it was just shameful what those pagans did. It's really bad. Go ahead, Chris.
I'd like to say something about what that Chris the Pagan said. I'd like to say 2 things. One, he said that all paths were good and worthy of praise. But then he started talking how bad the Inquisition people. Well, the Inquisition was a path, but now he's saying that it's not a good path, that it was an evil path. So he's not being consistent. Number 2, as far as this whole, it's true for them, but it may not be true for me. I mean, is that how we live our life? Do you go to the banker and say, how much do I have in my bank? He says, well, you have $5.
The puppy turtle.
You say, well, that might
Stalwart human.
be true for you, Mr. Banker, but it's not true for me. I have $1 million in your bank. Could you give me the $1 million? I mean, you'd just be laughed out of the bank, but he wants to apply that same, quote, logic, and it's not logic, and we both know that, to the spiritual realm. So, 2 plus 2 equals 4. It doesn't equal 5. There is such a thing as truth. So, it seems like he wants to play a game. Like, the Inquisition, that's really good, because I promote all religions. But it's really bad. So, he's not consistent.
Okay, first of all, the Inquisition wasn't a path. The Inquisition was something that the Christians called for. Now, not all Christians can be blamed for the Inquisition. Only the Christians of that time. Christianity as a religion really cannot be blamed for the Inquisition, and I look down on the pagans that are so hateful towards the Christians, because that's not what our religion teaches. It teaches coexistence. And Shock, you say coexistence is gay? Okay, well, wouldn't it be...
You didn't address the banker stuff.
The banker stuff. Oh, the true for me and not true for you? That, right? I'll address that.
Talking about.
Okay, I'll address that after I'm done addressing the other thing.
No, you're not going to address.
Yeah, I will if you just let me continue. Okay. Would you like me to address the banker stuff first so you feel better?
You're not going to address it. You're going to dance around it.
Okay. Look, you're talking about like how there can only be one truth, right? Am I correct? I don't want to twist any. I don't want to twist anybody's words around. I want to be completely honest in this argument.
We both know that the law of non-contradiction is accurate. I mean, you don't live your life like, oh, the light is green for you, but it's red for me. I mean, if we lived our life, if we drove, if we banked, if we did our mathematics, if we did if we lived our lives by that Oprah garbage methodology, it would be a total mess. So, I mean, you want the laws of logic to apply one way in the real world, but in your la la land pseudo accurate religion life, you want a whole set of new rules to apply, and it's inconsistent and it's dishonest.
Okay. So can I address where you're misunderstanding me? And no word twisting from you or from me. Okay.
You're not misunderstanding me. You're playing games.
No,
you're just
no, I'm
dancing.
not playing games. Okay, listen. What I mean by it's right for me or right for you is if it helps you in life, then that is the path you need to take. If it helps you as a person develop, that's what I'm getting at.
How does falsehood help someone?
Well, why do you determine what's falsehood? Oh wait, no, your Bible does, right?
We just determined that there is a certain amount in the bank. You never really addressed that issue. So why doesn't the bank? Why is there truth in the real world, but in the la la land of liberal ideology, religion, which is based on atheism? Your whole your whole your whole your whole your whole ideology is based on postmodernism, which was developed by an atheist, and you know the guy was so nuts that someone asked him if he was an atheist, and he goes, "Well, I might be." You know, it's just garbage. I mean, basically, do bankers run that way? Do bankers say, if the light, or does a traffic cop go that way? He goes, well, if believing the light is green helps you, then then go for it, because I know you're in a hurry. I know you're in a hurry. I know you're late for your marriage. So if it helps you to believe that the light is green, then just go for it. So I mean, if you cause some accidents for other people, well, oh well. But it helped you, so it's good for you. It's true for you. So just go for it. That's nonsense.
Okay, listen, you're coming from a Christian standpoint. I am not. Okay, a Christian standpoint is only one. No, you're coming from a Christian standpoint. One way is the truth, and that's the only way. Um, why can't you guys open up and see it from the other person's point of view so you can argument it better? If it helps you as a person, you're not doing anything bad. It's a little bit different than running through a red light because you say, oh, if I think it's green, it's good for me, and killing somebody. I'm not harming anybody with my beliefs. Are you aware that paganism was around a lot longer than your Christianity religion?
If Christianity is true, that means that people who don't believe it burn in hell. So you can be hurting other people by promoting your Oprah illogical garbage.
I was speaking to one of my very dear Christian friends, and he explained to me some scripture in the Bible, and I really wish I could remember it now. Um, what was it? I can't remember. Shock. You might be able to help me out a little bit. Let me try and remember some of the scripture. Hold on. Oh, he's not.
No, I think he took off. He's not on the list. So.
Okay. Well, he was talking about hell, and there are different translations of the Bible. Well, oh, I guess she left. Okay. Well,
Well, you officially win by default since she ran from the argument.
no, I don't want to win like that. That's not fair.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. I was just kidding.
But that realist dude, he's pretty paranoid, dude. Like he thinks that
was
if
the guy.
atheists, apparently, yeah, he has a different voice. I don't know. I'm assuming it's a guy. But the he-she has different voices. The he-she is disguising the he-she's voice because the he-she thinks that atheists are gonna come after the he-she and do harm to the he-she.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Let's assume it's a he. He's so paranoid that he thinks that atheists are gonna get his real voice recorded, I suppose, find a voice database and somehow link it to him, find his address, go to his door, and wipe dog shit on his door or something like that. I don't know. He feels threatened. He really does. It's so very, very strong paranoia.
Who feels threatened? Your mom feels threatened
Realist,
about
stop
my
changing your
big
name to-
black cock.
Stop IT.
Off snap.
Feg.
Law.
SHH. No bitch. SHH. Fuck. Udontai tu anelo na metu anu seit. Chat.
Fucking hell, guys, somebody talk.
Hello, I'm talking. Anyone else?
Cool beans.
Hey, Mario.
Anyone? I think a lot of people are tired of debating on objective morality and such. But if you guys are interested too, you guys could bring it up. If anyone has an opinion on it.
Let's talk about tag.
Go for it.
No.
Hey, Greek man is an idiot. Why don't you go fuck yourself, buddy?
Realist 4.
Gas prices. Dun dun dun. Yeah, they suck.
Please not the gas price discussion again.
That fucking grass. You know
that
how much
was
grass
so
is
boring.
here? $10 a gram. $10.
Wait, gas?
What's
or
that in American
Man
measurement?
never gets off a topic.
Well, I believe the Canadian dollar is a little bit stronger than the American right now. It's obviously gonna change soon. It's just gonna go back and forth. But I think it's almost 1-to-1, I believe.
Greek man? But, according to the
Yes.
according to the paganism
Greek
quote
men
logic,
used to talk about Eve and God being wrong in punishing Eve.
Yes, and sitting on loads of oil.
Excuse me, see that again? According to the which logic?
Greek men, you should talk
according
about
to
that?
this
God
pagan,
being wrong
Or
in
he.
according to this
punishing Eve.
pagan,
Greek men,
According
you
to
should
this
talk
pagan,
about Eve and God being wrong in punishing Eve. Greek
Yeah,
men, you
realist.
should talk about
Can
Eve
you use
and God
a
being wrong
more
in punishing Eve.
a lower voice or something?
Can you change your voice?
Greekman, you should help about Eve and God being wrong in punishing
How's
Eve.
I would.
this? Is this
Greekman, you
good?
should help about Eve and God
Shut
being
the
wrong
fuck
in
up, not you,
punishing Eve.
realist. Shut the fuck up, dude. Why don't you stop being a
Greekman, you
fucking
should help
coward
about
and come
Eve
on and
and
see?
God
Let's see what
being
your name
wrong in
is, dude.
punishing Eve.
Yeah. Keep doing that.
Okay.
You're
No, it's
great.
stupid.
Greekman, you should help about Eve
Not
and
you.
God
I'm talking
being
to the
wrong
guy that
in
keeps
punishing
spamming
Eve.
my fucking idiot.
Greekman, you should help
He's
about
muted,
Eve
so
and
whatever.
God being
Go
wrong
ahead,
in
realist.
punishing Eve.
I've given up
Greekman, you
because he
should
keeps
talk about
stepping
Eve
on me.
and God being wrong in
Why don't
punishing
you just
Eve.
mute him?
Just mute him. Click on his name in the list of people who are in here. Or not the name, the icon. No, wait, it's right over there on the side. And now he's gone, so it's a non-issue.
Okay. Well,
Greekman,
according
you
to the
should talk about Eve and God being wrong in
Hey,
punishing Eve.
I have a question. Why do you have a
You
voice
should
changer?
talk about Eve and God being wrong in punishing Eve.
I'm just curious.
because I want my voice to be changed.
Why?
Because if it's changed, it's not my real voice.
'Cause he's a realist.
Well, it's because there's a lot of atheist retards who
Keep ringing.
harass people. So that's why I use a voice changer.
I can still
I don't
track
think
you.
they can do much on just the sound of your voice.
Well,
I
the
I
more
can. I can track him.
the harder I make it,
And rub
the
dog
less likely it's
tape.
going to happen.
I can still track you.
Whatever.
You
Okay.
can't.
Realist. Okay. So what we're gonna throw at me? You're gonna say something about logic. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if you heard the pagan discussion, but he's saying that, if it's true for you, great, but that's not true for me. And I said, we don't bank that way. We don't tell our banker, well, it's not true for me. There's just $5 in there. I got a million in there. So, I mean, according to the pagan quote logic that guy's trying to push, you know, t- t- uh, $10 gas at the pump, that's really good. I mean, it's good for the Arabs, so it's true for them. So, but it's not true for us. So, the price of gas is really just $1, but that's true for me. But it's not true for the Arab who wants it to be 10. I mean, it's just crazy, wishy-washy, garbage logic.
No, I don't think it is. I
He's
think you
trying
just
to.
explained it because he's trying to say that his truths are not the same as yours. It's I don't know. It's opinionated. It's point of view. I mean,
Exactly.
Truth.
It is only a point of view.
Either something
Exciting
is
human.
accurate. Either something is, I mean, truth means accuracy. Either something is
Greekman,
accurate
it's
or
real
it's
hot
not.
right now.
We don't have this wishy-washy, uh, touchy-feely stuff in math and science. Why should it apply in other spheres?
I think Wiccan wanted to jump on. Go ahead, Wiccan.
I'm just gonna dance around the issue. I'm gonna leave the room like shocked.
Refreshing human.
Pico
I could have
Wait,
one thing I
who's
would...
dancing around the issue?
Okay, never mind, he left.
You're the coward, man.
Can I still make my point?
Wow, he went
No.
and then he ran. That's great. I can't believe he ran.
Anyways, on the whole
Okay, well, you guys
coexistence and
build
acceptance
topic. I'm
thing,
gonna play some Black Ops.
let's just... Are we sticking to this, or are we going to a new topic or something?
The atheist EST.
Okay, well, I joined a game that was pretty much over, so I'm back.
Yes, let's talk about the legalization of marijuana. That is
That-
my
There's a
favorite
fact
topic.
too that many people don't understand. It's actually a very, very, very big topic. It's not as easy as just legalize it. I used to be like that. I used to be very narrow-minded. It's actually a very big issue, and you have to look at it from a lot of different viewpoints. Sorry for interrupting.
I recently actually watched a movie called Super High Me, which is the title is just a play on Super Size Me movie. But even though it's a comedy, it is a comedy. The experiment, quote unquote, actually do prove some good points. Not to say that I like smoking marijuana in any way, but mine's a little fuzzy.
Okay, does anyone not agree that marijuana should be legalized here?
It's gray area, man. You can't say yes or no. But I mean, if I have to say it, yeah, I'd be more for it. Just because I live in Canada and I smoke it walking on the street and stuff.
I probably start with smoking even if it became illegal, but even if I'm fine with it, I don't think.
Maybe you should speak about
prostitution. It's kind of easier
topic to discuss
compared to marijuana, to be honest.
Be right back.